Good evening, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Victoria, good luck to you this weekend. I'm sorry I can't be up there. Good luck. Virginia Havoc, 15U girls getting it done. Good luck. We'll give it a few more minutes and let some other folks join the live here. We've got our guests ready to join us as well. We got Tori Goodson from Atlee High School going to join us tonight. Live from the 804. This is our third episode. We're gaining steam, having fun with it, really enjoying talking to these wonderful student athletes. Wait on a few more to join in with us. There she is. What's up, Tori?
Hi, I'm good.
Good to see you. Just working on my camera here. Absolutely. How things been going for you?
It's good. I just actually got back from the gym not too long ago. So I got my summer workouts for Carolina. So I've been doing that for the past, I think I just started this Monday. So yeah, okay. I've been just working out and getting ready for college.
Did you say swimming workout?
No. It's like I went lifting.
Oh, lifting. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Well, again, hey, live from the 804. It's our third episode. We're here with Tori Goodson. Tori, I'm going to give you your right due on this introduction here. So, Tori Goodson, senior from Atlee High, 2025 All-Metro Outdoor Track Athlete of the Year. This past season, she was the 4A state champion in the 100-meter dash, 100 hurdles, and the 300 hurdles. Indoors, won a national championship, folks, 60-meter hurdles at Adidas Nationals. She's also a record holder in the 100 and the 100-meter hurdles for Atlee High. She won the state title in 4A in the 55 hurdles indoors. That's set a school record as well. She also excels in the jumps, and we'll get into that, and was state runner-up in the long jump as well. So, again, and she's already been talking about also a UNC commit for track and field. So, Tori, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate you accepting our invitation.
Thank you for having me.
And you've been talking about getting ready for college, but let's go back to high school. How's it feel to be graduated? Can you believe you're done at high school? How's it been going since then?
It's been going good. You know, it seemed like this year went by pretty fast, but I'm glad to be. I'm glad to be done. But I know I'm gonna miss everybody. I'm gonna miss my coaches. I'm gonna miss my team especially. And yeah, I'm just ready for the next chapter of my life to begin. So that's what I've been praying for. But I love all my 4 years at Atlee. Atlee's amazing, and I loved everything about my high school experience. So I'm glad I could close it out and on a good one.
Awesome. Now, All Metro Player of the Year. Did you see that coming? What was your reaction when you got it? Just talk to me about that.
I didn't think I was going to get it. I didn't really know. I didn't know because there's like so many amazing athletes in Virginia. Other than me, that there's so many kids. There's so many people that aren't even in high school. Like even in middle school, they're doing amazing. So it's just a blessing that I was able to get this award, especially with Devin Roos. He's also good, amazing too. So absolutely.
Now you've been on the scene for a while. You've been doing well for Atlee, but I feel like this year you really took off. So what happened? Was there anything that you did differently? Was it just kind of you coming into your own? Kind of describe that for me.
It was just basically I know what I have to do, and I know what I need to do to get better. So it's just tweaking small things for me to get better. And everybody knows that they already know who I am. They already know what I'm capable of. I don't have really anything to prove, like my coach would say, because I would get really nervous at every meet, like because you always want to excel. You always want to hit like PRs all the time, but you can't do that all the time. So I'm just happy that I was able to maintain my speed and maintain my strength to guide me through this whole entire year. And I'm surprised at where I've gotten. So I'm just really happy.
No, congrats on everything, and talking about the success. how do you, I mean, track is just so busy when you're doing so many different events. How do you prepare yourself to do that? That may be some of the tweaks that you made, but you got to go run the 100. Now I got to go long jump. Now I got to come back here for the hurdles. Like, how do you handle all of the multiple events?
Mainly, it's really your mentality. Like, if you go into the meet with a bad mind, with bad energy, you're going to do bad. But I try, even if I don't do how I want to do, I still try and have a positive mindset and say, okay, I didn't get where I wanted with this event. I'll just go in the next event and do what I need to do. And it's always about like hydration, eating right, sleeping, and all the stuff you do to prepare your body for the meet that nobody really sees. It shows at the meet. So it's really a mental thing. So I always tell myself before my races to like, I always take a breather. Sometimes when I see my videos, I watch my videos back. I see that I'm really like anxious and I'm really like moving a lot. But also my like anxiety and my anxiousness really helps me run faster. I feel like when I really build that suspense up, I can I'm like reacting to the gun really nicely, and I get putting my trail leg down and just doing what I need to do. As soon as I hear that gun, I'm running. So
you mentioned hydration. I think that's really good for the young people. It seems like you really prepare your body. So can you kind of go through that a little bit and talk to us about how you kind of focus on that as well?
So before on like the meets, I usually drink some water, but I also really like to have electrolytes. Just drinking water is not enough. You need to have electrolytes as an athlete. You need to have something to hydrate your body and it'll help all your electrolytes like really like I don't know the word, but it just helps you move better. It helps you in the heat. It helps you even in the cold. Like it just helps your muscles too. It helps you relax. And especially eating a lot of fruit, that also comes with hydration. Like watermelon is very hydrating. Strawberries, pineapples. I usually eat those when I'm at the meet. I really like strawberries, so I really eat that during the meet. But before I drink a lot of electrolytes. I like Propel and I like Gatorade and Powerade. I usually drink that stuff before my races. And then after my races, if I have enough time, I'm going back and I'm drinking all that over again. I'm and even getting a couple strawberries in. So it's just like refueling your body as you go.
Got you. You talked about hurdles a little bit. You talked about that trail leg. It just seems like such a tough event. I think a lot of boys and girls probably they look at the hurdles and like, no, I'm out. So how did you get to, learn it? How did you fall in love with it? And what tips can you give to a person that may be fast, but really doesn't want to do hurdles?
Yeah. To be honest, I didn't really know what hurdles was. I started track my 9th grade year. So I saw, I had Jada Foreman was at my school during that time. So I had her running the hurdles. And I was like, hey, that looks fun. I want to do that too. So my coach was like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, it can be that bad. So I tried it. I wasn't really good at it. With the drill, the stuff, I was really confused. It was it's so different from just running because you're not, it's like you're focusing on both legs at once. You're focusing on the hurdle, but you're focusing on the hurdle, but not really focusing on it, like putting your mind to it, because then it can mess you up. So, but it's just like, as I got more comfortable with it, it got easier. But my biggest thing, even the freshmen that just came out, like when they were trying hurdles, the biggest thing I told them to do was like, just don't be afraid of it. Don't let falling push you back from running fast. If you don't, as a hurdler, if you haven't fallen, you're not a real hurdler. That's what I like to say, and my coach says that too. I just tell them, I know they can do good, and I know they're fast enough to do it. I just say, be confident and always like attack the hurdle. Don't hesitate it. Don't like look at it too much. Just attack it, go through it, and just run. And I always help them with my drills. Like when they're watching me do my drills, I always break it down for them if they have any questions. But my biggest tip is to be confident in the hurdles. Don't hesitate yourself. Like it's okay to fall. I've fallen I've fallen before. I've fallen during warm-ups. I've fallen during meet. I've fallen during races. It's okay to fall. Even Olympics fall. That's what even Olympians fall. That's what I tell. Like sometimes the athletes that are my underclassmen, I tell them, don't be afraid. It's okay. It happens. So the biggest thing is just to be confident in running.
I love that. I'm going to read this quote here from your coach, Scott Crow, and see how you feel about it. He says, Tori is the MVP and one of the leaders of our team who sets the tone in practices and meets. Her success is the culmination of years of hard work and dedication. I'm so proud of her accomplishments and thankful for the positive influence she's had on our young girls sprint team. She cemented her legacy as one of the all-time greats at Atlee. How does that make you feel hearing that from your coach?
It makes me feel happy because, I spent so much time with them as a team. It's like they're my second family. So I'm just happy to hear that from my Coach Crow, and just knowing that I helped my underclassmen and everybody that I've connected with while I was in my high school journey, everybody that has talked to me, everybody that's come up to me, asked me questions. I'm just glad that I'm able to help anybody in need. So I'm grateful that he said that about me.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I also read that archery was a sport of yours before track. So talk to me about that. Do you still do archery as well?
No, I don't still do archery, but it's like archery's like driving, like or riding a bike. Like when you start it, you can't really forget how to do it. So I still have my bow. I still have like all my stuff that I have from it's in my garage. So if it's if it's hot outside, I remember back like 2 years ago, me and my mom, I taught her how to shoot the bow and arrow too. So that was fun. But I did archery for around, I would say from 6th grade to 9th grade. So that's about 5 years. Yeah, 6, 7. Yeah. I did it around 5 years. So I got into archery. I was really an active kid. I was never the type of kid to sit down and be in the house. I was never that type of kid. I was always outside, always just doing anything. Even if I'm not outside, I'm running around the house, jumping up and down for no reason. So it was fun. I actually really liked it. I actually like archery. It's very calming, but it's also tense because, during track, you hear everybody screaming and yelling when you run. It's very hype. But during archery, it's
quiet.
It's you have to be quiet. So and it's so nerve-wracking, but I still love it. It's something that helps me calm my nerves, though. So it wasn't when everybody asked me, "Oh, you did archery?" I was like, "Yeah." It's surprising, but it was actually really fun. I went to Worlds one time too. I went to Worlds for a championship it's sophomore year. So, but yeah, I love art. It's really cool.
Awesome. So getting back to track, you mentioned UNC. You're getting ready for it. Why did you choose UNC?
I chose UNC mainly because of how welcoming they are. It's it's hard to, when certain colleges you go to, it's hard to immediately connect with people because you're brand new, you're new to the campus, you don't really know what's really going on except for what you've seen. But especially it's a different aspect from the team as well. The team as a whole, you have to get along with the team and feel welcomed by the team. And just when I went there the first day, I was like, this is crazy. I was seeing so many. It is, for it to be a predominantly white institution, it is extremely diverse. When I went there, I was seeing everybody. I was seeing black people, Asian people, Indian people, white people. It was crazy. I was like, oh my goodness. And it was just, and they're so hype, and the school spirit there is crazy. Everything about it is they literally they welcome you so much. I just felt as soon as I went there, as soon as I finished the football game, I was like, yeah, this is where I want to be.
Where I'm going.
Even the team, when I met the team, some of them already knew, and I didn't even realize it until I got there. There's one girl that goes there, and she was actually in my class for states, but she graduated last year. So I saw her, I was like, oh my goodness. I didn't even know you were here. And me and her connected. And it was just so easy for me to connect with the team, to connect with the coaches, even some of the other sports. Like, even if it wasn't just track, I would see like baseball or basketball or like soccer. Even they were like, they all lived together in one period of time.
Okay.
So when I went there, I was during the lifting session, and it was all the sports, and I was like, they are so nice. I didn't expect them to. I was like really nervous. But
yeah.
They could tell I was nervous, and they were like, "It's okay. The blah 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 will help you. This and this and this." And they were just like so understanding. So it's just very lively there, and it's not too small. It's not too big. So it's just perfect for me.
Did you, so, I mean, with that going so well, did you get to go on any other visits? Did you consider any other schools? Like, how was the recruiting process?
So UNC actually wasn't my first choice. My first choice was either UCLA or UCLA was my first choice, and I really wanted to go to LSU, but as I looked up the schools and was like talking to my coaches about it, I was like, maybe I should think more about this. So all the offers that I had offers from UCLA, Pittsburgh, Richmond, George Mason, and there's one more that I'm forgetting. But I'll figure that out. But all the offers that I had, I just went to those first before I started expressing my interest into other colleges. So when I already visited like 2-3 colleges so far when UNC contacted me. So I was like, wow, I didn't really think about this school, and I looked it up. And I looked at their background and everything. I was like, oh, this looks like a really nice school. And so I was on the call with the coach, and he was telling me, hey, Tori, we would love to have you out here. He was just very welcoming. The coach was super nice. I met the head coach too. He's really amazing as well. And it was just from there, like I slowly started to like get more and more, pushing more and more onto UNC as the recruiting process went. So I would say the recruiting process was a little bit stressful because it was my first time ever doing it, especially my parents as well. So we were all new to the whole entire like situation and the system too. So, but as we got more and more down the recruitment process with the help of my coaches and my high school coaches, I also do AAU, so my AAU coaches helped me. So it calmed down as I went, and then the more I went on visits, the more I was like, UNC is my number one. I would like every time I would go to visit, my mom would tell me that, hey, put down your pros and cons of each school. I picked the one with the least cons, so it was UNC, and it was just busy.
Good. Give your AAU team a shout out here too.
Oh yeah,
who you run AAU for?
Yeah, my AAU team is Richmond Heat. And also Superior. They also coach Superior as well. And my coaches are Coach Lewis and Coach Rico, and they act like my uncles. I think of them as uncles. Like me and them are really close. So I actually started AAU my sophomore year. I didn't know anything about AAU for track. I thought AAU was only for like basketball and stuff like that. So I didn't really know the AAU track. And even when I would tell other people about it, they would be like, oh, I didn't know track had AAU. And I was like, I didn't know either until I started. But they will challenge you. The thing I like about them is they don't take excuses. They challenge me, and they always help me whenever I need it. So they were the ones that really helped me, like, in anything that I couldn't click in my brain when I was at like high school, when I was at Atlee. And I went to go see them. They would help me be like, hey, you need to do this, this, and this. And they would tell me about my diet, my nutrition, what I need to be doing during lifting, my resistance bands, all this certain stuff. So just having them in my ear was amazing, because I feel like if I didn't have help from them, I wouldn't be where I am today. So
right, that's awesome. Shout out Richmond Heat getting it done.
Yeah.
So ending up on recruiting a little bit here. How long was the process? You said it was a little stressful. So did you really start to get that interest like into your junior year, or was it kind of more later into your senior year? Kind of talk about that process a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I also had a lot of questions about like why I got recruited so late. Cause for track, people coaches are only allowed to talk to you during your junior year and senior year. So I see like some of my other friends getting recruited like freshman, sophomore year, and I was like, well, for track it's different because you can't even get contact with the coaches until you're like a classman. But that recruitment process was. It wasn't that stressful, but it was a challenge. I would say it was a challenge because especially like meeting other coaches and telling them, hey, like calling them after I made my decision, telling them, hey, I don't know if I'm or not. It was.
It's the right thing though, but it's tough. I know.
Yeah. It's a learning experience. Experience. So I didn't want to text them, especially when the coach that would reach out to me and I would be like, I don't think of going about that school. Even before I even went on the visit, I was like, I don't really want to go there. And just turning it down was a little bit hard. But you just have to, I feel like you just have to have the mentality that you need to pick. This is going to be one of the most crucial decisions that you make. So it's going to be hard. So it was a learning experience. I want to say that it was a big learning experience, especially for me and my family. So
I got you. I understand. It's not easy. You only choose one place. You might want to go to several, but you can only go one. So I get it. What advice would you give to the young track athletes around the area now, in terms of being a good student athlete within track? What are some tips you can give them?
I would say my biggest thing about that is time management, because what you really need to do first is student athlete, not athlete student. So you need to focus on your grades first and then your athletics. So that's what I do. So like if I know I have a test or something and I am struggling in that class, I really need to study. I'm telling my coach, hey, I'm not going to come to practice today because I need to study for this exam. I need to study for this test or quiz. So it's me prioritize your grades and your GPA and how you're going to do in school rather than your athletics, because you might fall out of love with whatever you're doing as an athlete. You might not want to do baseball, soccer, or something like that. So you want to be able to ensure that you have a degree and you have a diploma or something like that before you don't want to fall out of school. Like that's what my academic coach right now, academic advisor at UNC says right now. Focus on school, and the biggest thing is time management. I would say I didn't really get into time management until my senior year, when I was like, hey, I have to do this, looking at my GPA, looking at what I have to do to graduate and stuff like that. So I'm like, I need to get this done. I always write everything down in my agenda. I'm a very organized person. So I'm always writing stuff down. I'm always having stuff in order. I might have a little bit of OCD, but it's okay. But,
That's good. I'm
very organized. So I always have everything in order, and I always have everything that I need to do, especially like on my Chromebook. I always, like, everything that I have, like, we had on Schoology, we had like a checklist of what assignments we had to do, and I love that about my school, because I can just check them off and get them off my screen, and be like, hey, okay, I can do this next. But also, I will also say, like, if you're struggling maintaining both at the same time, it's okay to take a break. Like, you don't have to overwhelm yourself to the point where you don't want to even do anything anymore. That's when it's really bad. So I would say, just take a step back, take a breather, and just focus on yourself before you start trying to focus on and overwhelm yourself with other like extracurriculars and all stuff like that. I also tell everybody, like, don't join a lot of clubs. Even though I joined a lot of clubs, I couldn't keep up with them like I wanted to. But I still
felt like you spread yourself thin a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. But I still pushed myself to do well in those clubs. Like I was the secretary for NHS Beta Club, and I also did DECA and then I was also a office assistant, and
Wow.
I did something else. I was so much. I did a lot, and I was photo club. I was in photo
club. Okay.
It's just all about how you manage your time. I could not stress time management enough. That's what I always say, especially to the underclassmen at Atlee. They're asking me, "Hey, Tori, how do I do this? How do I do that?" I'm like, if you need a tutor, you need to get a tutor. Like I tutored some kids at Atlee as well. When I was like, when I had free time, I'd be like, hey, you can come in during this time because I'm an office assistant, so I don't have anything to really focus on right now. I'm done all my work, so you can come in. I can come help you, and we can manage your schedule together. So it's mainly about organizing yourself and having time management. So
awesome. That's impressive. Who is your biggest inspiration?
I would say my biggest inspiration is my parents, because they set me up to be where I am right now, and I wouldn't be where I am today without them. And they've also helped me a lot. And everything I do, I just want to do it for them so I can make them proud and stuff like that. So I'm very happy that they supported me and everything I need to run. Even when I switched sports and I was struggling to know which, if I want to do archery or track or whatever I wanted to do, they helped me and said, "It's okay, whatever you do, we're still here for you. Even if you don't want to do track anymore in college, we're still going to support you anyway." So my biggest inspiration is them, and helping them I look up to them, and I just want to make them proud.
Oh, that's awesome. So everybody's watching here, we're going to give you a chance to get in the chat. So go ahead and get in the chat if you have any questions that you would like to ask Tori. We can see them and we can get them answered here. I don't want to hold her up too long. So we've been on here. It's almost 30 minutes now. So the other one I had was kind of, you've already talked about it, but your work ethic, kind of where do you get it from? How did you kind of indoctrinate that into your routine?
Are you talking about work ethic as in like school or track?
Track.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so my work ethic in track is you practice. I've heard the saying, practice how you play. Like I've also heard some practice like you've never won, and like run like you've never lost. You know what I mean? Like it was something like that I really did like.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I did like that saying. So
yeah,
I try and do my all during practice, but don't push myself too much because it's a possibility you can get injured. So you don't want to injure yourself, but you still want to push yourself during lifting, eating the right food, sleeping, getting enough sleep, hydrating yourself. It's just what you do behind the scenes that nobody sees. That's really my work ethic. Like I stretch, I like to roll. Sometimes I even have a roller. Some of the stuff that at Atlee they let me take home, I take it home and I use it. And especially at practice, some of the girls, since they're new to it, they don't really they kind of the freshmen, they complain a little bit. So I'm like, hey, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. We have fun. You can't just jog this. So I'm telling them, let's go, and you're telling them, hey, you got this. You don't have to push. You don't have to degrade yourself. Sometimes when they're feeling down, I'm like, you just go out there and be yourself. And even when I'm not taking my advice for myself, and they see me that I'm down and I'm not wanting to run anymore or doing anything because I kind of did bad to meet or something like that, they would tell me exactly what I was telling them. They'd be like, hey, you told me this, so you have to do it too.
Right. That's right.
And it was like, you told me this, Tori, you told me that, so you have to do it too. And so that, I feel like them as a team, they help me a lot. And also just helping them experience track more, getting them more aware of everything. I even, some of the younger freshmen that I have on my team, I even reached out to them for my AAU coaches. So they're practicing my AAU team now to get better.
Oh, great. So, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just pushing yourself, as not too much, but pushing yourself as much as you can, because the work you put in, it'll show when you're at a meet. So
love that. UNC, when do you report? I know they sent you the workout schedule and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You're working to get ready, but when do you report?
I move in. My moving date is August 13th. I thought the athletes go early, but I think they changed it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
okay.
We go at the same time as everybody else. But
Okay.
I have my roommate. I have met my roommate online. I haven't met her in person yet. But we both do the same events. But I hurdle. She's just a sprinter. But
Okay.
But we're gonna be in the same we're gonna be in the same dorm, and I'm really excited. So I got all my stuff. I got all my stuff packed up ready on the side of the stairs, like suitcases. So I'm ready. I'm really ready to go.
I love that. Now, again, jump in the chat if you have any questions. Again, I don't want to hold Tori too long. Obviously, you got to get there and see, but are you planning on sprinting and jumping when you get there?
I know for one I'm gonna hurdle and sprint because my sprinting events are just as good as my hurdling events. So I already know for a fact that my coach said I know for a fact that I'm running 100 hurdles, 60-meter hurdles, and I'm doing 100, 200, and they're probably gonna put me in relays. But
that's a lot, man. That's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot. Yeah.
But I do want to jump as well. I would like to jump, even though jumping has gone a little bit downhill for me. I would still want to get back into it because I feel like I could do better than what I did in high school. So I'm hoping they let me jump.
Got you. Okay. Well, great, Tori. Thank you so much. I love your personality. You're just a go-getter. I can tell you go and get it and get it done. So we're very proud of you here in 804. Good luck to you at UNC. Please stay in touch with us. We love to know how you're doing, how things are going, and maybe we can bring you on maybe later once you get your feet wet in college and give advice to some more of the youngsters here in Richmond. But again, thank you so much, and good luck to you the rest of the way.
You too.
Absolutely.
You too.
All right, you take care. Live from 804. That's it. Episode 3 with Tori Goodson. We're done. We'll see you next time.